For something that started as a joke, it's pretty amazing to see how our game Parliament has progressed into a culmination of great effort and creative ideas. In Parliament, you play an owl. Did you know that's what a flock of owls is called? Your objective is to find prey and defeat predators to grow stronger in a survival action roguelite. Each stage has a boss that needs to be defeated before progressing to the next, and the player's goal is to grow stronger and stronger, gaining abilities and becoming a true hunter. Consuming prey and defeating predators will give the player stat boosts and abilities that help them survive each stage. These animals spawn randomly in each level thanks to our spawn handler. Once a stage is complete, a random level is chosen, and the cycle repeats until the player is defeated. Players can explore each stage to find special spawns and learn what each animal gives the player through the bestiary, allowing for some power over their builds. The real kicker to all of this is our focus on making the game closely based on the real-life ecosystem of an owl.
Let's get the bad out of the way first and talk about what went wrong. At a core level, the concept we chose presented numerous challenges and disconnects on the vision of the game. Staying true to the source material was incredibly important to the team, but it was not without its challenges. Several ideas and directions had to be cut or reworked either due to their scope, effort, or disparity with our core pillars. We often found ourselves in candid wouldn't it be cool if phase of development, even into our last sprint. Looking back, we would likely remain more firmly on the core pillars and original design to keep from falling into scope creep so often and strengthen the core identity of the game. The other aspect to this is the idea itself. We believe it's fairly unique to take on the genre, and because of that, we had to get creative in almost every aspect of the game. This took time, and we had to make tough decisions to cut the content that we worked hard on for the good of the project.
Another area we struggled in early on was developing AI. Since our gameplay pretty much revolved around the interactions with AI to progress, it became evident around the halfway mark that we needed to shift focus and give our AI development more care. This involved moving responsibilities around from team member to team member so we could address issues that we were experiencing and get the project back on track. After this shift, we were able to course correct, but the time lost was something that we could not regain. This inevitably took away from other areas of the project and limited our ability to implement some more complex ideas.
Moving on to the good. We are thrilled with the product that we have produced during this project. Part of our success can be attached to collaboration when implicating features or bug fixes. The team remained active and willing to assist in all parts of the project and adaptability on the fly. This allowed us to be agile and flexible even when big changes were made, like our combat rework and restructuring of our tutorial. These shifts never slowed us down. Our team remained determined to execute at the highest level.
We think our Predator/Prey system is a unique take on the genre's focus on growing stronger as the player progresses. In many ways, our choice to stay close to the source material enabled us to double down on this approach, as we could lean into the idea of gaining power by interacting with the ecosystem. We found this approach empowering, as we could reference the source material for everything from scale to behaviors. We especially leaned into this idea about midway through the project as we implemented an ability system that the player can gain through defeating enemies.
Finally, we thank all of the little things that really started to add up for our game. Coming up with creative solutions such as the liftoff ability, which serves both as a way to escape danger and get a bird's eye view, pun intended. This allowed us to take player feedback and act on it in a meaningful way. Additions to our player-facing feedback also made it more obvious that the progression system exists and gave the player something to work towards, even if it was as simple as seeing a number go up.
It goes without saying that we are incredibly proud of Parliament and how closely it resembles our original vision. We learned just how important prioritization of specializations is when structuring workloads, and how scope creep knows no limits to a creative person's mind. We are thankful to all of our peers in the program who expressed excitement when the project came up during lecture playtests. We appreciate you, Owls. We are also grateful of all the staff that helped us work through our issues both as a team and as designers. We could not have done it without you. Finally, we at Bravebird Studios thank our friends and family who have surely put up with their fair share of stress and time away from their loved ones during this process. It takes a village, as they say, or in our case, it takes a parliament.